Yeah, yeah. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe before I go into this BS, bro. Before I go into this BS, let me start this by saying I have no hatred towards Asian people. None at all. All this Asian violence is going on, anti-Asian hate and violence. I'm against it. I don't rock with it. It's not cool. And discriminating and hating against Asian people is disgusting, and I don't rock with that. Now, with that being said, it's kind of funny how there's an uptick of news media coverage of this. It's kind of funny how this narrative of black people being against Asian people is bubbling up. It's kind of funny, I'm not going to get too political, how Joe Biden is quick to ignore the Black Caucus, in the United States, Federal Black Caucus, and quick to ignore Black Lives Matter, and quick to ignore the contract with Black Americans that Ice Cube proposed to the Trump administration and now the Biden administration. It's funny how he sidesteps all of those things, but when it comes to Stop Asian Hate, he is right on it. It's funny how a music video and a song that came out about 7 years ago on a YG album, a track called Meet the Flockers, was deleted off YouTube. It's funny. Actually, it's not funny. It's actually fucking pathetic, because a lot of people right now are recognizing the truth of what I've said, and I've always said: black people don't matter to America. Black people don't matter to the West. The only thing we are here and made to do is to entertain and be the metaphorical monkey to these people. That's literally how they see us, man. That's literally how they see us, because they don't see us as some people who have power. Now look, why is the YG video taken down? It's taken down because the Asian YouTube employees felt offended in some type of way about it, and then they brought their complaints. These complaints were heard, and it was ultimately shut down. Okay, is it right? Is it wrong? I think it's completely wrong in my point of view, because black people are not the enemy to Asians. Okay? If anything, Asians have profited off black people at a crazy, insane amount. Okay? Now look, who is the enemy of Asians? Who is creating this narrative? What is actually going on? What's going on now is that there is a calculated effort to cause division and strife within minorities. Okay? Taking out this YG song lets me know the truth of what's going on. If they're able to take off a song by YG that came out 7 to 8 years ago, right? But then when it comes to black people rapping about killing, shooting, robbing each other, nobody cares. Not a single peep. Nobody cares. Matter of fact, it's promoted. Okay? You know why it's promoted? Because it's part of their agenda. It's part of their plan. Okay? Whether conscious or subconscious. I'm going to go with conscious. It's part of a plan to diminish the black community, and that starts with destroying the black male. Okay? And I say this as a black man, and I see it all the time. If you go on Twitter right now today, who are the artists that get trashed or essentially don't get celebrated a lot? Okay? We're talking about the woke artists. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Twitter and social media and YouTube promotes guys like Future, promotes guys like Lil Baby, Kodak. You know what I'm saying? NBA Youngboy is the most streamed YouTuber, and this nigga is going to jail on a Fed case. Okay? How about J. Cole? No. How about Kendrick? Maybe when he releases an album. Okay. How about Nas? Nah, he just won his first Grammy after being in the music industry for 30 plus years and giving one of the greatest rap albums of all time, Illmatic, if you didn't know. Huh? But you know what? They will suppress guys like this. They don't want you to be woke. They don't want you to be understanding and getting to the actual deep root of black consciousness. That's not popular. Of course they're going to prompt up a rapper who's talking about shooting, killing, drug dealing black people. Of course. You say one thing about robbing an Asian household, and they're going to Thanos your shit. They're going to Thanos your shit. Because at the end of the day, black progression, black power, nah, that's lame, man. That's corny. That's not good for money. Okay? Now let's go in on YouTube. Who owns YouTube Music? Who is the head exec of YouTube Music? Lyor Cohen. Now I want y'all to do some Googles and understand who Lyor Cohen is. Lyor Cohen is a culture vulture. Okay? He's a person who goes out of his way to promote and uplift ignorant music in hip-hop. Okay? Search up Dame Dash versus Lyor Cohen. Just search that up. That's all I have to say. Okay? It's kind of funny how the cancel culture always goes to black people. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed that when Nick Cannon made an off-sided comment about Jewish people on his podcast, they Thanos this show Wild 'N Out? A show that he spent 10 plus years creating, multi-million dollars that he generated for MTV. And he had to literally go through an embarrassment ritual. Yes, that's what it was. An embarrassment ritual to literally beg for something he created. What does that tell me? What does that tell you? What does that tell us? I'll make it plain and clear. We need more power. Okay? I've said this a million times and I'm going to keep preaching it from my rooftop. We need more power. Black power. Especially power amongst black men. Why? Because they can Thanos your shit if they get even a little bit offended by your shit. Period. And I promise you, the reason this song got taken down off YouTube was because at least 10 or 20 Asian people complained and YouTube capitulated. That's it. That's all it took. Well, what about black people? How about us? If we literally canceled everybody else and only uplifted black people, what if we only banked in our banks? What if we only kept the black dollar circulating? What if we did all that? What if we stopped entertaining people and stopped being monkeys and started being humans and started becoming men? What about that? What if we stopped clowning people like LeVar Ball, who decided to make his own sneaker company? To build a legacy for his children. What if we stopped clowning people like Ice Cube? What if we stopped clowning people, especially black men who are trying to make a change and not follow in white footsteps or white supremacist footsteps to make things work? What if we stop blaming society and the government and the patriarchy and white supremacy and blah, blah, blah like little bitches and actually got to power? Independently, on our own, reclaiming our power, reclaiming our influence, reclaiming who we really are, and really changing the community and not letting these people decide to cancel us and Thanos us whenever they find fit. If we don't fit their narrative, if we don't fit their new reconstruction of what is cancelable, what should be canceled, Because trust me, it doesn't end with YG. It doesn't end. It's not going to end with YG. They're taking this track down. Who's to say they can't take the whole album down? Keep going. Because it starts with YG and then it goes to you. Fellow black people, understand this, man. We got to create for our own. I'm on this YouTube channel trying to create for my own. But if there was a black version of YouTube, I would not even be here. I promise you. I would not. And that's what we should support, and that's what we should build up, man. And I tell all of us, man. I tell all of y'all, build for your own. Grind for your own. Don't complain. Because when they cancel you, you're going to have something to back up on, man. Big Baby JTV, I'm out, brother.